Hey man, say man. Hey man, say man. This boy 618J. I'm back with another video. This video, man, we gonna react to YNW Melly released from jail, goes viral. Man, ain't no way that just happened to me, man. All my food just failed, bro. It's all good. I'm gonna get a mop it up. Broom, dustpan. But
The YNW Melly lawsuit versus Broward County is now heating up fast, as YNW Melly's lawyers gave counter-arguments against the prosecutors on why YNW Melly should be released from jail. It would be
if y'all new, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, though. We on
the
the road to
YNW
1,000. Yo, let's do it.
Melly lawsuit versus Broward County is now heating up fast, as YNW Melly's lawyers gave counter-arguments against the prosecutors on why YNW Melly should be released from jail. It would be shared. Update: a judge gave the Broward Sheriff's Office until December 16th to explain why YNW Melly should not be released from prison, after requesting a 10-day extension. If no explanation is given, YNW Melly will then be released.
YNW Melly hopes that a new lawsuit filed on his behalf gets him out of prison. The lawsuit accuses the Broward Sheriff's Office of cruel treatment and violating his constitutional rights. The rapper, whose real name is Jamel Demons, is accused of murdering two of his childhood friends back in 2018. Now, he hasn't been able to see or speak to any of his family members for the last 3 years, according to the lawsuit.
However, the concerning part is that YNW Melly should have already been released. The extension should not have been granted, as YNW Melly's lawyers brought up this evidence from the original trial of Melly texting his girlfriend in real time when the crime was going down, when he was running away from the men on the street and hiding into a bush.
That would be the part where he's saying that someone just shot the car up and was trying to shoot him. So I asked him if he was okay, where he was, and he's like, there's a car coming behind him, like hiding. He was like, there's some, yeah, he's like, yeah, there's some, I think they're still out here or something. So I'm like, are you okay? He's like, I'm okay. I said, well, where are Sack and Juvie? And he said, I don't know if they're in the car. I think they're...
Proving that YNW Melly was being chased by a car filled with rival street members in it, but it's exactly what YNW Melly's lawyers needed to show the judge, proving that in real time he was running away down the street, as even shared on GPS evidence. However, this has been the reality of Melly's last 5 years in the feds, which is the exact same thing Boosie said about YNW Melly, that when the feds want you, they'll do anything to keep you.
Now they're putting even more charges on him, and then
when they want you, they want you. I knew they wanted them bad when they waited for that law to get passed. They waited all the way.
Penalty.
So it'd be 8-4.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know, they waited all the way till that law got passed to take him to trial.
Yeah, he was in jail for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, they could have been took you to trial.
You're right.
They waited till that law got passed and took him to trial a couple months later. When they want you, man. Just don't see how he didn't get a bond after a fucking mistrial.
Yeah.
That made me like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, after a mistrial, that doesn't happen, really.
As YNW Melly's been getting treated very unfairly, which is why YNW Melly's mother started suing the county jail. A report would share, YNW Melly sues the Broward Sheriff's Office for cruel treatment and is seeking immediate release from prison. Melly also claims they have not allowed him to see or speak with any family members in 3 years. It was also shared, an interview from Melly's mother paints a disturbing photo of Melly's life in jail, making it sound like he won't last much longer. As Melly's mother would explain, he is not allowed to use a phone or even look at his own mail. He's left all by himself.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to just to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
However, this would end up getting the attention of Charleston White, who would react, sharing that this is exactly how YNW Melly should be treated. He shouldn't be given special treatment because he's a rapper, as he's being accused of a very serious crime.
Even the YNW Melly, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated. Yeah, I'm so happy he in jail getting mistreated, homie. Homie, when you take a life When you take a life, homie, you ain't got a right to complain about a motherfucking thing about being mistreated. When you done chose to play somebody.
Santa, let's take a selfie before you go.
Ooh. Hey, just get some of me, huh?
Okay.
Look at this, I'm making
Actually, Charleston White shouldn't even say that because, like, what if it's self-defense?
Ended up making Melly's mother extremely unhappy. Jamie King would end up revealing that she's absolutely heartbroken for her son. She feels so helpless because he's not even being treated as a human inside a jail.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life, as a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
This would end up going viral online. Many rappers sharing love for YNW Melly as he's been going absolutely through it on the inside. However, Boosie would end up speaking on the stress that Jamie King has been going through, as Boosie's mother had a very similar experience.
Okay. So
Then I met his mama while he was in.
Oh, okay.
I met his mom while he was in, and she real, bro. You know, she real.
She's stressed out. I heard she had a...
Yeah, she real, and I reached my hand out to him, cause I'm real. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. I met his mom, and she a good woman, bro. And when I see them mamas like that, it remind me of what my mom was going through, bro.
However, all of the attention from rappers and support suddenly stopped when an unfinished draft of a 6-page evidence file from the prosecutors was released explaining why YNW Melly should not be released from jail. You tell me if you would release him after hearing this. As it begins with evidence found on YNW Melly's phone, making it very simple. He sent a text message hours after the crime admitting to it.
The PZ Gambino account asked him if he was okay, and his response was, "I did that," and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02 from Eastern Standard Time. The YNW Melly count says what?
After that, SHHHH.
But also found on Melly's phone was a saved video from somebody's Facebook Live, where it shows Melly and Bortland's reaction to the crime only 6 hours after it was done, dancing in a parking lot to music.
Melly still turned regardless of what happened this early morning. He's still out here being very positive. Turned still. Hey, no, still turn, regardless of what happened. You already know.
Melly's defense in court was that they were recording a music video on this day and it had to have been done for business purposes. It could not be delayed. So Melly and Bortland put on a strong face to record the video. However, when watching it, it doesn't even show an ounce of sadness for the passing of their two best friends. But when you pair it with the alleged motive for committing the crime, this is where it gets serious. YNW Melly was very close friends with King Von leading into his arrest. A recent O-Block member just shared a secret that YNW Melly told King Von in confidence, where Melly was asking King Von years ago on advice on how to handle a situation where your two best friends are coming after you for financial gain.
Did Von really tell you that Melly told him that he was two friends?
He ain't come out and say, like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, if you know, when people could say something without saying it. And so he told me, like, once I posted what I posted, Von was mad at me. Bro, why you put there, bro? Walk the bam. I'm like, you sitting up here, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said, them was trying to extort him. And so I'm like, if they was trying to extort him, then why are you still around them?
As the alleged reasoning was that the YNW group was an actual registered LLC business, with Sack Chaser, Juvie, Melly, and Bortland. Melly and Bortland would perform concerts, sell merchandise, and did promotions for companies in exchange for money. That money would be funneled through the YNW business account. However, Sack Chaser and Juvie wanted a cut of the money as they were a part of YNW, but Melly and Bortland were the ones making all of it, so they didn't want to allegedly share it. And if you know anything about King Von's past and how he handled his own situations, you can likely guess the advice that Von would have given YNW Melly. But knowing how Melly handled it emotionally and the motive, the lead prosecutor then wants to dive deep into the physical evidence of the crime, such as the Jeep that they were driving in, as during the original trial, Sergeant Williams revealed that there is no way this could have been a drive-by, and the person that committed the crime had to have been sitting in the back left seat.
Assignment, which is to determine if this is a drive. And my determination was that this is not a drive-by, and it's based upon this picture here, which is a very good picture to describe it. All of these rounds are done. One is done at a stationary position. It's at a stationary position when all but one of these rounds are going in. The one round that has some movement in it, which is round site L here, the actually moving in that.
Number, you said 17 outside the car. How many rounds were inside the car?
3.
And can you exclude the for Mr. Williams and Mr. Thomas as coming from outside of the car?
Yes. From the driver's side back seat.
As to the shot that was Christopher Thomas, where did that come from?
Driver's side back seat.
Oh. Is it possible for there to have been 2 inside that car?
No.
Why not?
There is no time.
As with Mr. Williams revealing the crime must have occurred inside of the vehicle from the back left seat, this is then when YNW Juvie's mother, during the original trial, went to the stand and shared who was sitting there.
And are you related to one of the victims in this case?
Yes, I am.
How so?
I'm his mother.
And who is that?
Christopher Thomas.
Ms. Phillips, did you see who entered into the occupants who entered into that gray Jeep?
Mm-hmm.
And is that a yes?
Yes.
Do you recognize where your son entered that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Which seat, if you can identify for the jury?
He got in the back seat on the right hand side.
Did you recognize the individual that got into the back seat on the left side, the rear driver's side?
Yes.
And who was that individual?
Jamel.
And Jamel, is that the defendant, Jamel Demons?
Yes, ma'am.
However, when the feds were filing for an extension, which they shouldn't have even gotten, they ended up targeting YNW Melly's partner, YNW Bortland. This would then create suspicion around the case, making the judge more likely to have granted it, which he did. So they did this by throwing YNW Bortland inside of jail.
Melly's co-defendant YNW Bortland was booked into a Miami jail Monday night and is being held behind bars on an out-of-county warrant. We just confirmed the warrant is out of Broward County for witness tampering. The warrant obtained by Law and Crime Network states as follows. On or about April 10, 2023, continuing through and including July 22, 2023, Cortland Henry, aka Bortland, along with others, did unlawfully and knowingly engage in misleading conduct toward another person with the intent to cause or induce them to withhold testimony. The warrant continues the alleged witness had been summoned by the legal process to the jury trial of Jamel Demons, aka YNW Melly. The dates in the warrant are important. Jury selection for Melly started in mid-April, and a judge declared a mistrial on July 22nd, the same day the warrant claims Bortland allegedly tampered with the witness.
as YNW Bortland's home was raided by the feds and they found insane paperwork that was stuffed into a random suitcase, where Bortland showed up to the original Melly trial for one day. When he left, he drew it on a piece of paper where all the jurors were sitting in the original Melly trial and even a description of what they looked like. As a report would read, here are the images of alleged notes discovered during the home raid of YNW Bortland's home, as Bortland drew on a piece of paper a description of what they looked like, where they were sitting, and any sort of minor detail about them. You may not believe it's that serious, but here's DJ Academics' reaction.
To keep it real, this is sloppy. Bortland, how the f you gonna have the notebook of the jurors in your house? Like, god damn. Holy shit.
Ain't no way.
You know what I mean? Like, brother, like, come the f on. It's like doing a and having the surveillance tape in your DVD player or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like they raid your crib and the surveillance footage of the is in your DVD player. They be like, oh, okay, thank you, brother. This can't be at your crib.
As let's say YNW Melly was sentenced to life in prison. YNW Bortland could have given this piece of paper to some serious street members to go get revenge for YNW Melly against the jurors. That's why the jurors are usually hidden, have fake names, and they're not allowed to be shown on a camera. But you tell me if this is enough to keep YNW Melly in jail or if he should be released.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
I think he should be free. He is free though. See what I'm saying?
Now at Verizon, get Google Pixel 9 Pro plus Watch and Tap, all three on us.
Make sure I like, comment, subscribe, man. We going up all year long. Nah, for real. Love y'all, man. Make sure I stay focused on y'all goals. Make sure I stay positive. Make sure I stay grinding and grounded. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I love y'all. Keep working, man.